It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Drake London. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Falcons and the Giants, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. Brock, a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this,
here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. And Dory Jackson now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
a bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Lock to throw it. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. He'll take it in short of midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the 8th pick in the draft. The lefty who led your alma mater, Washington, to the national championship game, Brock, Michael Penix Jr.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Got a man, it's Drake London. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. From the shotgun, Penix. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Play action on first down. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Here's Locke to the air. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Giants are set to punt. Deep for the Falcons, Ray McLeod. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Falcons will take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Penix now against him. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. To throw, here's Locke. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs, whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Here's Avery Williams on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Room to work at the 35. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. They go play action. Here's Penix. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Play action. Here's Penix. Trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Penix looking to pass. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. Escapes a defender. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. Penix. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He completes it in traffic.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Penix on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. David Onyemata there for the stop. All right, here we go. Second down. Here's Tracy once more. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's a 10-3 ball game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have second and pretty long here. Throwing is locked. He locates Daniel Bellinger. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Lock. Connects with Slayton. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 29. Finds him over the middle. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Falcons scoop it out. Oh, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Man in motion here. From the gun, it's Tracy. Juked the defender. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
He breaks a tackle. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. They go right back to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Ray McLeod. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one's complete right side. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Into the hands of Pitts. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. No return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Locke. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Robinson sent in motion left. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. Motioning one of the tight ends. Here's a counter give to Robinson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Michael McFadden able to make the play.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Got it, man. Robinson has it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
It is caught left side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Penix now on first down. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Another carry for Robinson. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons looking for a score before halftime. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. The Giants about to get to work on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lock down. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got Bellinger. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Locke looking to throw. Has his man, it's Tracy.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10 now. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long. A give to Tracy up the middle. And they'll wrap him up after a short carry at the 24. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Starts the return. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
I'm pretty sure his special teams coach is going to have a talk with him after that one. He can get as creative as he wants and do whatever he wants. Just don't lose yardage or the ball. You start doing either, and there's a problem.
And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. The Giants using their first timeout. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This finds Bellinger. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Lock to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Locke to the air. Brought in close to the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And now they have a 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play, to keep driving that defense backwards.
Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw, here's Locke. Intercepted in the end zone. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Falcons will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. That's the end of 2 in Atlanta. The Falcons really spreading their wings. They're out in front so far. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Burrow, excellent in the win, as his guys up their mark to 11-4 now with 1 game to play. In the first half, it was the rookie number 8 overall pick, Michael Penix, who had it working out there. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
McLeod now returning it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They motion the slot man right. On 2nd down, Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Pitts brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Looking to the air here. Gets this to Slayton. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Penix here from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out at the 7. Wow, great kick. The Giants offense all set to get started. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing his lock. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Home or away, Brock, it doesn't matter. That is exactly the type of play that's going to pop a crowd.
There's just a beauty in it. Playing the coverage well enough to be in a position for the pick, and then seeing a bunch of defenders almost in unison transition from defensive guy to offensive guy and not stopping until they hit pay dirt.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Jackson now to return it. Returns looking good so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Giants and Drew Lock ready to go again on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Getting right back to it after that interception. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. A handoff to Tracy. And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Lock. Short pass brought in. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Giants are set to punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Things a little better for him after that last play. New set of downs from their 14. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets him around 6 there. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Here's Penix. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Penix really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. That one intended for Drake London. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Back out runs their offense. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. A give right side to Tracy. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's Locke. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Now the give for Bijan. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. To the air with Penix. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign Well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Has him on the quick hitter. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
Here's Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
34-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the 34. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons making a 3-score game in the fourth. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Jackson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense ready to take the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 36-yard line.
From the 36. Pass cut by Tracy. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Lockdown. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll throw it yet again. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings them to 3rd down. Locke looking to throw. He's got him. That's Tracy. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. Motion man sent left. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Lock to throw it. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They've got first down from the 31. They'll run it with Bijan, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he drives this forward until they bring him down at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Penix now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Penix hits him on the in route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now run with Robinson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Penix working from the gun. Into the hands of Pitts. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Koo able to put it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Now outruns their offense to take over. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Ball at the 33 for first down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Complete out to the right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Finds his target, Robinson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Lock. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. They are throwing it again. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Connects with Slayton. And he's brought down after a short game. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. He finds him beyond the marker. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Here's Locke to the air. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. From the red zone now. He finds Slayton. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. Throwing his Lock. Drops back. Needs an open man. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. It's second and goal. To throw, here's Lock. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the first quarter, the second quarter, third quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.